थोड़ी उल्टी कहानी बोलते हैं। अच्छा, we are not too many people here, but if any of us in the group has undergone really, really difficult situation in life, it could be a death, it could be failure, like a really big one, heartbreak, some kind of a trauma, accident, anything at all, and you have lived on and you have moved on from there. If you look back, uh, can you remember ki what were the signs that you felt within yourself, or that somebody else would see in this person undergoing a very, very difficult situation, which clearly indicates कि हम इससे पार हो जाएंगे, we will get over it, we will move on to the other side? Can anybody maybe look back and think and maybe just guess कि what are the very basic signs? It could be any kind of medical trauma also, any kind of surgery, anything that you underwent in the hospital. It could be anything at all. What are the most basic signs that we see in ourselves or we see in the other family member कि हो जाएगा, अब ठीक हो जाएंगे? Anything that you guys can think of? Anything that you might have observed? And if the people here have been lucky enough not to undergo anything that drastic, I mean, very good, of course. बहुत अच्छी बात है. Physical signs, not emotional,
the body,
not mental, physiological signs in the body.
Honestly, can't think of anything.
That's okay. Anybody else who might want to share? So now that I've clarified physiological signs of an emotionally trauma time, also physically trauma time, it could be anything, but they'll be physiological. Have to step back and अपने इंटेलेक्चुअल प्लेन से उतर के हमें अपने फिजिकल प्लेन पे आना है. एंड इट इज मतलब बहुत बेसिक वाले फिजिकल प्लेन पे कि मेरी बॉडी मुझसे क्या कह रही है वाला प्लेन, वहां तक उतरना होगा. क्योंकि जब वहां से हम ऊपर जाते हैं तो अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीथिंग बिकम्स ईजियर, बिकॉज योर बॉडी टॉक्स टू यू. तो उसकी भाषा समझना आसान है, और उसकी भाषा समझने से फिर सब कुछ रिजॉल्व करना बहुत आसान हो जाता है. बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स वॉट एवर इज हैपनिंग इन योर माइंड एंड इमोशंस इज ऑल्सो शोइंग इन योर बॉडी. एनीवेज, सो कमिंग बैक टू द मोस्ट बेसिक क्वेश्चन की what are the two, three, जो भी physiological signs that you can get over any tragedy in the world, anything? It's very simple. One is नींद, दूसरा is hunger. अगर मुझे नींद आ गई और अगर मुझे भूख लग गई तो I will overcome whatever I am going through. अगर ये दो चीजें, so a lot of people in grief sleep a lot. तो and a lot of outsiders will think, oh हो डिप्रेशन हो रहा है, बहुत सो रहे हैं. वो सो इसलिए रहे हैं क्योंकि उनकी रिकवरी को नींद चाहिए. And it's absolutely okay. Everybody who is sleeping too much while overcoming a grief is not clinically depressed. It's the body's coping mechanism to overcome it. And after whatever number of days, जब पहली बार कोई grief में जो है इंसान, वो ये बोलेगा that I'm hungry, मतलब the signs of recovery have begun. क्योंकि first signal mind का body के through आता है. When mind is on the repair, वो body को signal करता है कि now the body is ready to accept food or accept sleep, and that is how the whole person starts recovering. अब ये मैंने डिस्कशन इसलिए यहाँ से शुरू किया क्योंकि ऐसा क्यों है, why are they the most basic steps of recovery of something that has happened so bad? क्योंकि ये basic steps हमारे पैदा होते ही फॉर्म हो जाते हैं. As soon as we are born, the only thing that a child does is sleep, eat food, and of course eject it out. तो ejection तो खैर obviously है ही mechanism. And that is what we fight when the kids are young, ki they are hungry, they are going crazy, they are going वेजिटेबल लेकिन खाना नहीं खाना है. So that is all we are dealing with, है ना? That is where the whole story begins. That when a child is born, the only way the child is experiencing the world is through the tongue, through the mouth, through food. It doesn't matter who is the parent, whoever is the adult feeding the child, whether it's breastfeeding, whether it's bottle feeding, whether it's anything at all, that person is the person with whom the baby associates safety and security. प्यार व्यार सब बात की कहानी है. प्यार इम्पोर्टेंट है लेकिन इनिशियली नहीं है. द ओनली प्यार दैट अ बेबी अंडरस्टैंड्स इज थ्रू फूड. जब बच्चे को खाना मिलता है, दूध मिलता है, दैट मेक्स द फाउंडेशन ऑफ सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी. वहां से कहानी शुरू होती है. जब वो सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी मिला, उसके आगे फिर हम प्यार पर पहुंचते हैं. So that is how that is how the importance of food is in our lives, because that is the most basic building block of my emotional security, of any kind of safety that I feel when I was an infant. अगर वो मेरा place पे है ना, तो बाद में जाके मेरे लिए as an adult or as a teenager, emotional regulation becomes very simple, becomes very easy. If I was deprived of food in my childhood, then I will never be an emotionally regulated person when I grow up. So, of course, the background that all of us have come from, our kids are not deprived of food. They are not malnutrition. They have availability of everything with them. But how we are dealing with that, and the child is then what will dictate how they are growing up, how much can they control their emotions, how will they grow up as an adult also. So coming on to that, after the stage of a baby turning into 6 months and the solid foods beginning, वहां से उनका actual association with food begins, apart from the milk that they were having for so long. That association is not just taste. Again, why not just taste? Why not just taste? Because it is an experience for a baby. They experience everything with their hands, texture, taste, स्मेल, क्योंकि उनके ये वाले सब चीजें डेवलप हो रही हैं. सब कुछ लेके पैदा नहीं हुए हैं वो. दे डोंट डिस्टिंग्विश स्मेल्स. दे विल ओनली नो द स्मेल्स ऑफ द पीपल अराउंड देम, नॉट एग्जैक्टली ऑफ फूड. दैट इज नॉट हाउ आवर सेंस ऑर्गन्स आर ग्रोइंग. दे टेक टाइम टू ग्रो. तो जब and when from a liquid we convert to a solid after 6 months, that is when we also experience ना कि वो कुछ खाना रिजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, कुछ एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, कुछ उनको गल्प करने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, कुछ वो आराम से swallow कर पाते हैं. तो these are experiences that they are now gaining, and उनका actually जो jaws and teeth and cheeks वाला जो development है वो भी अभी हो रहा है. जब हम अलग अलग टेक्सचर की चीजें खिलाते हैं तब हमारा ये वाला पोर्शन डेवलप होता है, जो कि अभी तक सिर्फ बना था सक करने के लिए. देयर वाज नो अदर फंक्शन दैट आई कुड डू हियर. बट वंस दे स्टार्ट ईटिंग, this portion starts developing. So more they open their mouth, chew, roll the food in their mouth. ये सब करने से हमारे ये this jaw also develops, and that leads to speech development. So you will not notice, see it in your kids or the other kids, जिन बच्चों को बहुत ज्यादा ग्राइंडेड फूड खिलाया गया है ऑल देयर लाइफ अप टू एज ऑफ 2.5 की ना, सब कुछ पीस दिया, मिक्सी में ग्राइंड कर दिया, चबाना नहीं पड़ा ज्यादा, बिकॉज ऑफ वॉट एवर रीजंस, उन बच्चों का स्पीच धीरे डेवलप होगा, उनकी वोकैब कम होगी, एंड दे विल नॉट स्पीक टू क्लियरली. उनके वर्ड्स थोड़े जम्बल्ड अप होंगे. The kids who are able to eat solid food, या जो चबाने लगे हैं, up to a age of 2 years, एप्पल खा लेते हैं, रोटी खा लेते हैं, अच्छे से अलग अलग सब्जियां चबाने लगे हैं, their speech will be clearer, their vocab will be bigger, they will be talking in longer sentences, and their cognition will be better. ये चीजें हमने कभी सोची भी नहीं थी कि होती हैं, बट होती हैं, and everything is related to food. And also tell you why cognition and everything else develops with food. When for babies, we give them food, we let them have it with their hands. I'm talking up to an age of 1. हालांकि यहाँ के सब parents are over that, but what if you have second kids and so on and so forth. So the more you let them handle the things with their hand, उनके motor neuron skills बढ़ते हैं. मोटर न्यूरॉन स्किल्स के साथ जब उसको पकड़ते हैं, देखते हैं, मुंह में डालने की कोशिश करते हैं, तो उनके कॉग्निशन स्किल्स बढ़ते हैं. And all this is all interrelated with their neurological development. So hence ये सारी चीजें एक साथ होती हैं. They are not independent boxes which are happening with a child. Similarly, when a 2-year-old child को हम उसकी थाली में अच्छे से खाना लगा के देते हैं, and we sit with them and we eat. We have our own plate, they have their own plate, they copy us, they imitate us, try to pick up चावल उठा के ऐसे सीधे मुंह में डालने की कोशिश करते हैं, या चम्मच पकड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं, या रोटी तोड़ के मुंह में डालने की कोशिश करते हैं. All that is again a part of their motor neuron skills which are continuously developing. Similarly, the love that comes to the table with you and your plate and the way you are eating food is reaching them. जब आपने बैठ के बहुत प्यार से, बहुत शौक से अपना खाना खाया, तो वो बच्चा वो भी इमिटेट करता है. It's not just our physical action that the baby is imitating, that the kid is imitating. Kids imitate our emotions, isn't it? And for this particular group where we are talking about parents who are up to 7 years of age of kids, I'm guessing कि जो आप लोगों के sessions हुए हैं about big emotions, you would have discussed for sure that up to an age of 4, the kid is not having much of an I identity. The kid is attached to the parent as a part of the parent, especially whoever the primary caretaker is. It could be the father, it could be the mother, it could be whoever else in the house. तो जो भी इमोशन उस इंसान के हैं वही बच्चा रिफ्लेक्ट करता है up to an age of 4. So if I'm angry, the bacha will be angry. If I'm irritable, the kid will be irritable. If I'm feeling loving, the kid will be loving, and so on and so forth. And I think all of us have experienced that कि अरे आज मेरी तबीयत खराब है तो ये भी, but you know the kid is also doing too much of natak. So the natak is not coming from the kid. They're just mimicking my exasperation and irritation and my thakan. After the age of 4 is when their eye starts developing. But they fight it again. अलग-अलग kids अलग stage होता है. Some kids will not have separation anxiety and some will, and that is what we see when the kids start going to the play school, that कुछ तो ऐसे हंसते-हंसते जा रहे हैं, कुछ रोते-रोते जा रहे हैं. So every kid has different timing of happening. So the fact that they are absorbing my emotions, it is coming to food also. When I'm eating something with love, when I'm eating something बहुत शौक से, that Deblina, you want to say something? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that regarding the eye, I'm not sure how many of you remember or will be able to relate it. It's the eye that she's referring is the eye consciousness. Before 3, 4, you will see children will refer to themselves as, जैसे मेरा बेटा बोधी, तो वो बोलता था बोधी खाएगा, बोधी करेगा, right? ऐसे बच्चे बोलते हैं, right? And then all of a sudden you will start seeing that they will say कि I will eat, or this is my toy. ये जो sense of I, ये develop होता है 4 साल, जैसे after 3 anywhere it starts developing. So that's what I just wanted to clarify. Yeah, please continue.
So whatever we bring to the table, or what, and again it doesn't depend कि कौन है, parents, caretaker, nanny, grandparents, जो भी बच्चे के साथ बैठा है during meal times, whatever emotion that person is bringing with food is getting passed on to the kid. अगर मैं गुस्से में खाना खा रही हूँ, अगर मैं चिड़चिड़ाहट या थकान में खाना खा रही हूँ और खा भी नहीं रही हूँ, खिला रही हूँ, I think that is the worst time to feed the child. Please don't do that. If you're tired, if you're hungry, if you're irritable, please eat. You yourself eat, or do something that calms you down. Yes, you know that the child is hungry and the child needs to be fed now. and the child is getting irritable. But first deal with your emotions before feeding the child, because we will just pass on the same emotions to the child through food, and फिर वो वाला cycle start होगा that food becomes the, मतलब meal times become a battle कि मुझे ये नहीं खाना है, or they will not open their mouth, or they will start spitting things out, they will maybe eat just two निवाले and then फिर उसके बाद भाग जाएंगे. तो वो इसलिए नहीं हो रहा है कि they have some secret things happening to them with relative to food. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है. Whatever is happening is coming through us. And you will also notice कि whenever you are having your comfort food, जो भी आपका comfort food होगा, दाल चावल, कोई particular सब्जी, कढ़ी, राजमा, जिसका जो भी इडली डोसा, जिसका जो भी comfort food है, usually जो आपका comfort food है, your kid will also like or love the same comfort food. ये होगा if you have to just think back and notice कि आपके घर में क्या है जो आपको बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है, आप बहुत शौक से खाते हो, बहुत प्यार से खाते हो, वो चीज यूजुअली बच्चों को भी इजीली एक्सेप्टेबल होगी. नाउ व्हेन इट कम्स टू आवर, सो वी हैव टू काइंड ऑफ एग्जामिन कि हम क्या सोचते हैं खाने को लेकर. खाना हमारे लिए कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है. ऐसे देयर आर दीज टू स्कूल ऑफ थॉट्स ना, आई लिव टू ईट and I eat to live. So if you actually also notice that the people who eat to live वाला जिनका होता है, philosophy of life that बस मुझे खाने के लिए खाना है, it's not something that I put my brain into, मुझे कोई शौक नहीं है खाने का. जितने भी लोग ऐसी चीजें बोलते हैं, you have to notice that most of them are people who are really really passionate about something else. उनकी लाइफ में कुछ एक चीज बहुत बड़ी है which overcomes everything else in their life, and that's absolutely okay. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, हम सही गलत की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. We're just talking about different kinds of people. So the people who say that I live, I eat to just live, get by, so that I just survive, are somehow very very engrossed in something else very big in life, bigger than themselves, bigger than what they want to accomplish, kind of a thing. Whereas most of the people who are not geniuses, who are not crazily passionate about something, are people who live to eat. And not, again, इसमें कुछ positive या negative नहीं है. In fact, these are the people, I mean, हम जैसे लोग who are not extraordinary, who are not geniuses, who are not making rockets or doing something itna bada in life, kind of a thing. We are the people who maintain the balance with everything. We are the ones who kind of run the world, so to say. But also because this stability comes from our love towards food. This stability of us as human beings comes from our association with food. That is why I said कि जब कोई भी tragedy हुई, तो अगर मुझे भूख लग गई तो मतलब I will recover, because that is how our whole system is attached to food. Why? I mean, civilization का growth कैसे हुआ? Only because we tried to find food. तभी हमारी civilization आगे बढ़ी. When we started hunting, when we started growing, when we started doing something, the whole premise of civilization began with food. So it is not as flimsy a subject जैसा कि हम कभी कभी सोचते हैं कि बस खाना एक काम है, कर लेते हैं, या बच्चे को खिलाना एक काम है, इसे खत्म करो ताकि उसके आगे बाकी चीजें हो पाए. खाना खिलाना या खाना काम नहीं है. It is an emotional experience that we undergo on a daily basis. It is an emotional experience that you share with your child, because nothing is more important than that, specifically at this age, जिस age में आप सबके बच्चे हैं, up to the age of whatever years. Actually it always remains, खाना is the primary memory vehicle. आप country change कर लो, आप culture, different culture में रहो, आपकी जिंदगी यहाँ से वहाँ हो जाए, the only part of your childhood that you carry with you is food. And if you lose your parents, what you will still carry with yourself is the food that you had with your parents. It could be as tragic as that. food is something that you carry everywhere with you, in your heart, in your memories. It becomes the most basic building block of who you are. Now, with kids up to an age of 4 years, what is most important is not the variety that you feed them. For kids up to the age of 4, उनके लिए variety important नहीं है. As far as cuisines are concerned, like जरूरी नहीं है कि उनको चाइनीज उन्होंने टेस्ट होना चाहिए, कि उन्होंने थाई खाया है कि नहीं कभी, या उनको इटालियन पता है कि नहीं. कुछ भी इसमें से कुछ भी इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. अगर उन्होंने 4 साल तक कभी अपने मुंह में पिज्जा भी नहीं डाला तो इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. बट हाँ, कौन सी वेराइटी इंपॉर्टेंट है? क्या हमारे घर में हम जो भी दालें खाते हैं वो खा लेते हैं, हमने उन्हें खिलाया है? क्या हमारा जो ट्रेडिशनल फूड था, वेदर इट वाज अ मिलेट रोटी, बाखरी, डोसा, उत्तपम, पराठे, तरह तरह के हलवा, शीरा, अलग अलग चीज़ों का, तरह तरह की सब्जियां जो हम लोग खाते हैं, तरह तरह के फ्रूट जो हमने खाया है. अगेन, नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट कि हमने उनको इम्पोर्टेड कीवी खिलाई कि नहीं, ड्रैगन फ्रूट खिलाया कि नहीं, चेरी खिलाई कि नहीं, ब्लूबेरी खिलाई कि नहीं, अवाकाडो नहीं खाते, ओ माय गॉड कितना न्यूट्रिशन नहीं मिल रहा. नहीं है इम्पोर्टेंट, बिल्कुल इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. केला खा लेते हैं, एप्पल खा लेते हैं, संतरा खा लेते हैं, चीकू खा लेते हैं, पपीता खा लेते हैं, आम शौक से खा लेते हैं, अंगूर खा लेते हैं, काफी है, बस है. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. अप टू द एज ऑफ 4, variety in terms of what you eat traditionally at home. Home food में variety is important. बाहर के खाने में variety is not important at all. जरूरी नहीं है कि उन्होंने बिस्किट खाया हो, जरूरी नहीं है कि उन्होंने कभी भी चिप्स खाए हो, जरूरी नहीं है कि उन्होंने किसी भी टाइप का जंक फूड टाइप की चीजें खाई हो. It's not important for them. They don't need it. The more you keep them away from it, it's better, because of the material, of the ingredients that is present in any kind of packaged food makes it addictive. And the younger the child, the more the chances of that taste, that addictive taste developing. So for example, I will tell you this experiment that I have carried with 4 kids that I know. So 2 of these kids were never fed any chips, biscuits, namkeen, nothing at all that comes from a packet till the age of 5. And as a result, whenever we used to travel with these kids, तो अगर हम घर से या कुछ भी पैक करके नहीं ले गए, बाहर कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है, तो ये बच्चे बिस्किट भी रिफ्यूज कर देते थे. इफ इट वाज अ मील टाइम, दे नीडेड फूड. फिर वो कुछ भी फूड हो, मतलब खिचड़ी हो, दाल चावल, कुछ भी हो. And yes, we have faced that challenges of having these kids with us who would just not eat any packaged food at all. They wanted like real food. तो अगर हम on road हैं, कोई ढाबा नहीं मिल रहा है, कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है, and there was no real food, they just refused to have this packaged food, and it was a problem. I completely agree, it was a problem. And whereas we had the other 2 kids, who did pick up some kachra that they started eating at the age of 3 and 4. It was biscuits, it was namkeen, it was bhujia, so on and so forth. And when the challenge we faced, that when the time for real food came, these kids refused to have the real food. They still wanted to have the Oreo, they still wanted to have the namkeen, they still wanted to have the bhujia. So the fact is that I would rather have the real food bacha than the bacha who's refusing to have the real food. It is always easier to have a kid who will eat food at any point of time and refuse the biscuits. And now these kids have grown up to teenage. Now these kids are 14, 15, and the younger ones are around 12. And you see the distinction now. So everything develops over a period of time. It's so crazy. So the elder ones, the ones that only had real food, now that they have all the options of junk food, birthday parties, this, that, they are the ones who are able to stop themselves after a while. They will eat, of course, they will eat the junk food, but they will come back and say that, पेट नहीं भरा, we need real food too. Or they will have, if you are traveling, they will have junk food for maybe 2 meals, and then they will come back to the real food, that let's have some real food. Whatever the local cuisine is, we will have it. Whether we are traveling domestic, international, blah, 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 they choose to have the real food of that place, except the packaged food. And the younger ones who were exposed to junk food earlier, they still refuse to have real food. A lot of places, they would rather stick to the packaged kachra than they would have the real food. And these are the challenges I have seen in my real life. And that is how things change in such weird, not weird ways, actually quite logical ways when the kids grow up. So the more real food you expose to them now at this age, the more real food they will stick to for the rest of their lives. Assuming these kids will go out of their houses, will study out, will work out, so on and so forth. This is the only thing that will stay with them, that will help them to stay healthy when they grow up, when they are not in your influential zone anymore, when you cannot decide for them, when they have to take their own decisions. So this is such a long journey that we take with what we do now. ये हमें realize नहीं होता है अब, but this is the story that goes the farthest with them all their lives. So up to an age of 4, please feed them everything जो आपके घर में खाया जाता है. बाहर का कुछ खिलाना जरूरी नहीं है. If there are not too many other members in the house who, because the reason why you need to keep junk food, then please don't keep. And when I say junk, I literally mean only junk. Whereas जो घर के हमारे snacks होते हैं वो इतने junk नहीं है. It is okay to keep मैदे की बनी हुई मठरी, नमक, निमकी, यहाँ पे क्या बोलते हैं, शंकरपारे, then चकली, करंजी, all that is absolutely okay. जो भी हमारे घर के ट्रेडिशनल स्नैक्स हैं, दुनिया जहान के लड्डू, चिवड़ा, पोहे का चिवड़ा, मुरमुरे का चिवड़ा, बहुत सारी चीजें हमारे पास. You keep that, you make the little, because kids do like munching. They need that munching things in between, and it's absolutely okay to make them, keep them at home, or source them from somewhere who's making it at home. And frankly speaking, in a lot of cities ये options हैं. अब हमको ये सारे homemade snacks अच्छे से बने हुए मिल जाते हैं. When we come to ages of 4 and above, now this is also the time that we can introduce the maximum number of different tastes to these kids. And इन्होंने अगर 5 to 8 वाली एज में सीख लिया नई चीजें खाना, नए टेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करना, then we are done. उसके बाद हमारा काम खत्म हो गया है. We will not need any more मेहनत beyond that. This is the time. So up to an age of 4, you need not expose them to too many strong tastes. बहुत खट्टा, बहुत तीखा, बहुत ज़्यादा spicy, चटपटा, anything that is bitter like a करेला kind of thing. बच्चे up to an age of 4 accept नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि उनके टेस्ट बड्स उतने डेवलप नहीं होते हैं. वो धीरे धीरे डेवलप हो रहे हैं up to an age of 4. But 4 and above, that development is quite fast, and वो फिजियोलॉजिकली डेवलप हो गया है, मेरी टंग पे है. अब हमें उन्हें एक्सेप्ट करना सिखाना है. सो दिस इज द टाइम दैट यू ब्रिंग इन अदर टेस्ट ऑल्सो. तो whatever. So for example, chaat is absolutely a time to begin to give to them when they are more than 4 years old. They will start enjoying it. कोई problem नहीं है. चाट में कोई खराबी नहीं है. All the Indian chaat, it could be samosa, ragda patties, golgappe, what else? Dahi papdi, bhel puri, all that is good. There's a lot of stuff in that which is not bad for us. There's a lot of stuff in that gives us micronutrients also. Depends, of course, how it is made. तो घर पे you can start giving them, these varied tastes. इमली की चटनी वाली खटास, हरी चटनी वाला तीखापन, या whatever. हमारे यहाँ खासकर महाराष्ट्र में, पुणे में, there's this शेंगदाना चटनी, लहसुन चटनी, so many other things. A vada pav, they can have a vada pav. So, and why are we doing that? We are doing that because, again, we are exposing them to various variety of tastes, to variety of things that they do not know about, and to make them more accepting towards anything new that is coming on their plate. जब ये basic acceptance हम उन्हें सिखा पाएंगे, so then your life becomes easier. Again, I just gave this example of chaat and all. It also means कि जो सब्जी हम वो अभी तक शायद नहीं खा रहे थे या हम थोड़ा सा उनको देने से घबरा रहे थे, वो सब्जियों का भी अब टाइम है that you have to start putting on their plate and insisting that they eat. But it will also come from the background that you eat it happily, that you like the sabzi. अगर खुद हम अंदर से ये सोच के बैठे कि ओ नो आज टोनली खानी पड़ेगी, तो नहीं हो पाएगा. वो टोनली का प्यार हमें भी अपने अंदर से निकालना पड़ेगा. Again, see, whoever is the primary caretaker of the child, or whoever is the one who is cooking the most meals in the home or dictating what is being cooked at home, I will still give this one, kind of a lottery ticket to that person. Ki there is some, at least there'll be maybe one veggie that you absolutely dislike. It's okay. Mat banao usse apne ghar mein, lao hi mat. You do have, matlab, because of the responsibility of you feeding the kid, or you keep cooking, or doing that task all the time, you have this one free card to not bring the sabzi you don't like in the home at all. It's absolutely okay. And also, now there is one thing that you have to notice in your kids. Ki, there are some veggies that they will continuously reject over a period of years. And that is okay, because there are some things that we will reject out of our own physiological need. हम सबका system अलग अलग है. So in Ayurveda, I will not go into it, but let's say कि there'll be some people for whom anything खट्टा, anything citrus will not agree with them. उनकी body के लिए ठीक नहीं है, तो शायद उनको खाने में भी अच्छा नहीं लगता होगा. There'll be some people who don't like sweets at all. मीठा उन्हें बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद है. Again, the same thing, that it is not good for them. Hence, their body is telling them, the body is telling the tongue that I don't like this. Similarly, for some people, it would be, so I'll specifically tell you in sabzi में कि कौन सी चीजें कुछ bodies बिल्कुल reject करती हैं जो उनके लिए अच्छी नहीं है. बैंगन, करेला, शिमला मिर्च, any bell pepper family. What else? Bhindi, not really. Gobi, with few people, but yes, gobi. So I'll tell you, and अरबी, कोलोकेसिया कुछ लोगों के साथ. इसके पीछे रीजन ये होता है that depending on our body type, these veggies have some very strong chemicals that are not good for certain body types, and hence some people, some kids, some adults will reject them outrightly, and it's absolutely okay. It's okay to not feed them. लेकिन you have to see कि ना ये किसी पर्टिकुलर चीज के साथ ही है या ये सब चीजों के साथ नाटक हो रहा है. वो एज अ पेरेंट हमको ही डिस्टिंग्विश करना है. वो you can't leave it to guess game. So you will have to see कि is there a particular sabji. Yeah, please go ahead, Evelina.
So I wanted to ask, this is not for 4+. So when you said no, that a child might, child or an adult whosoever, like some vegetables, some fruits they will not like, they will not have. Now when we are weaning a child of the milk and you are introducing a lot of things, so then as you said that the taste buds are developing. Correct. Right now what happens is maybe we give something, like the first time we put anything into a child's mouth, they will reject. Like there's a very, and sometimes they might reject it also. So correct. I remember first time I gave my son plum, he had a very funny expression on his face, like it's like ye kya de diya mere ko. So right, so sometimes I feel that, and sometimes the child will not, just then they will start turning away, they will not have it. So correct. A parent trying to wean a child, what should the way of operating be? Because we are trying to introduce the natural things and all.
Correct. Right. So this discussion of somebody, matlab a child rejecting continuously a particular thing, this is applicable on 4 and above, not up to 4. For this particular thing, when we are trying to wean off and introducing something, we do it repeatedly over a period of time for around, let's say, 7 to 10 days, and very, very little quantity of it. And sometimes different textures also might make it more agreeable. So for example, the banana is something I have never seen any child rejecting. They do eat it eventually. I am yet to find a baby who has rejected a banana. Mango bhi sab kha hi lete hain. The textures that they might reject is something a bit harder. Yeah, Yash, please go ahead. Then I'll
Yeah, my little one actually did not like banana, so he quite often disliked it.
That's okay. That's okay. तो उसने कभी भी बचपन से ही उसको बनाना नहीं पसंद या अब नहीं खाता?
Yeah, since the beginning we introduced food at 6 months, and since 6 months he's been not liking banana. Yeah.
एंड अगेन इन बनाना हैव यू ट्राइड कि वो छोटे वाले बनाने का अलग टेस्ट होता है, बड़ा वाला बनाना जो ज्यादा पका होता है उसका अलग टेस्ट होता है. सो हैव यू डन दैट एक्सपेरिमेंट कि कौन सा वाला बनाना he might accept a bit? ऐसा ट्राई किया?
No, not yet. But this, yeah, we should try. Yes. So in Bombay, I know you get these small bananas, which
स्मॉल
we were
बनाना,
very
बट
fond of.
हाँ स्मॉल बनाना का ना थोड़ा सा न्यूट्रल टेस्ट होता है, बट इट शुड बी राइपेंड जस्ट राइट टू मेक इट सॉफ्ट एनफ फॉर द किड टू ईट. आई थिंक योर्स इज 11.5 ना, तो अब तो वो खा सकता है, थोड़ा सा हार्ड भी होगा तो खा सकता है. सी बट द पॉइंट इज कि अगर कंटिन्यूसली अभी तक नहीं खाए तो गिव इट अ ब्रेक, छोड़ दो, भूल जाओ बनाना, आप खाओ आराम से, उसको मत दो. And you try different things. So there are these two ways. पहले देवलीना वाला question कि how do we try? So as I said, we try in different quantities and different textures. कि कई बार अगर बनाना वैसे नहीं तो किसी और फ्रूट में थोड़ा सा मिला दिया, किस में मिला सकते हैं. So it could be कि हमने उसको थोड़ा सा दूध में मसला और हल्का सा उसके मुंह में डाल के देखा, if that works, you know. Let's say apple of course बच्चों के लिए चबाना भी मुश्किल होता है. up to an age of 1 we always recommend कि एप्पल को स्ट्यू करके ही उन्हें खिलाना है, कच्चा देने की जरूरत नहीं है. So you वो जो स्टीम होके थोड़ा सा गल जाता है, it becomes sweetish caramelize अपने आप ही because of its own juices, it becomes very yummy. 1 year के ऊपर फिर हम उसको थोड़ा सा ग्रेट देके ट्राई कर सकते हैं so that you can suck on it, and then हम धीरे धीरे छोटे क्यूब्स देके उनको चूइंग स्टेज तक पहुंचाते हैं. सिमिलरली मैंगोज में बहुत वेरी टेस्ट होते हैं. सो ऑफ कोर्स वी कुछ बच्चों को बहुत पल्पी आम अच्छा लगता है, कुछ बच्चों को जूसी आम अच्छा लगता है. सो यू नो इंट्रोड्यूसिंग देम टू वेरियस डिफरेंट आम. जामुन इज समथिंग दैट किड्स विल नॉट टेक टू इमीडिएटली एट ऑल. इनफैक्ट अबव 4 ही जामुन वो लोग थोड़ा एक्सेप्ट करना ट्राई करते हैं क्योंकि उसका एस्ट्रिंजेंट टेस्ट बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है. देन गुआवा अगेन बच्चों के लिए मुश्किल है up to an age of 2 to really appreciate that chewing part of it. They don't want to, so it's okay. Custard apple is something that kids accept quite quickly. Of course छोटे बच्चों को बीज निकाल के देना पड़ेगा. Again don't be afraid. 4 साल का बच्चा भी custard apple उसके सीड को अपने मुंह में सेपरेट करके खा सकता है. अगर हम निकाल के देते रहेंगे तो वो नहीं सीखेंगे. You have to expose them to that. And अगर चला भी गया बीज तो इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके, वो निकल जाएगा पॉटी में. इट्स नॉट समथिंग दैट विल गेट स्टक और एनीथिंग. सो व्हाट एल्स अभी वाले फ्रूट्स में और क्या है हमारे पास? ड्रैगन फ्रूट इज समथिंग, मतलब इट्स नाउ लोकली ग्रोन इन इंडिया. यू कैन ट्राई ड्रैगन फ्रूट. बोथ रेड वाला ज्यादा मीठा होता है, सो किड्स डू एक्सेप्ट दैट. चेरीज आर एब्सोल्युटली ओके टू बी गिवन. और क्या आ रहा है अभी? पाइनएप्पल इज अगेन अ स्ट्रॉन्ग फ्रूट. तो पाइनएप्पल आई वुड से कि अगर कभी देने का हो भी तो बहुत जरा से जूस के साथ स्टार्ट करो, सीधा पीस मत दो. पाइनएप्पल में भी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग केमिकल्स एज इन जो उसका एंजाइम्स हैं वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं. तो इट कैन कॉज समटाइम्स एडवर्स रिएक्शन इन फ्यू किड्स ऑल्सो. वो थ्रोट में इचिंग कर सकता है, इसलिए पाइनएप्पल को जूस फॉर्मेट में थोड़ा थोड़ा ट्राई करो, सीधे पीस मत दो. इफ द किड लाइक्स देन इट सूट्स देम, सो दैट्स परफेक्टली ओके. अगेन अभी क्या है, बस अभी तो यही फ्रूट्स है हमारे पास सीजनल में. मौसम्बी आने वाली है. मौसम्बी इज अगेन दैट दे कैन च्यू ऑन, स्क्वॉश ऑन. एंड व्हेन वी कम टू अगेन हाउ वी इंटरैक्ट विद फूड फॉर किड्स, प्लीज गिव इट टू देम इन देयर हैंड. जो भी हम उन्हें खिलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, वो चाहे छोटा बेबी ही हो, उसको वो केला उसके हाथ में दे दो उसका हलवा बनाने के लिए. वो नहीं खाएगा, दैट इज ओके. हम साइड से दूसरा केला लेके उनको खिला देंगे. ये उनका फूड के साथ अपने हाथों से, आंखों से, नाक से इंटरैक्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है. बिकॉज यहीं से वो रिश्ते की शुरुआत होती है जिसमें उनके लिए वो चीज के लिए प्यार बढ़ता है. अगर हम सब कुछ सिर्फ उनके मुंह में डाल रहे हैं, उनको नहीं छूने दे रहे हैं, तो द मोस्ट बेसिक बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक ऑफ देम एक्सपीरियंसिंग दैट, हम उस चीज को वहां पे कट कर दे रहे हैं. हम उस एक्सपीरियंस को वहां से हटा दे रहे हैं. एंड दैट इज व्हाट विल लीड टू बच्चा ग्रोइंग अप लेटर एंड यू कंप्लेनिंग कि अरे ये तो अपने हाथ से कुछ खा ही नहीं रहे हैं. भैया आपने खाने कहाँ दिया कि वो खाना सीखेंगे? स्कूल में जाके अपना डब्बा नहीं खा रहे हैं, डब्बा लेके आ रहे हैं. अगेन द सेम थिंग, वी नेवर टॉट देम टू स्टार्ट विद, वी नेवर लेट देम इंटरैक्ट विद देम. तो फिर वो कैसे सीखेंगे? अगर हम उन्हें लिखना सिखाना चाहते हैं तो हाथ में क्रेयॉन देते हैं ना, पेंसिल देते हैं ना, तो अगर हम चाहते हैं कि वो खाएं तो हाथ में खाना तो देना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो हाउ विल दे लर्न, हाउ विल दे इंटरैक्ट, हाउ विल दे अंडरस्टैंड कि हम क्या खा रहे हैं, कैसे खा रहे हैं. सो प्लीज गिव देम फूड टू डिस्ट्रॉय. मतलब हमारा एम उनके हाथ में खाने देने का ये है, नॉट कि वो उनके मुंह में जाएगा जस्ट बिकॉज वो उसके साथ खेलेंगे. आई थिंक वी ऑल्सो, आई एम गेसिंग कि ये ग्रुप में डिस्कस हुआ ही होगा कि हाउ एवरीथिंग इज प्ले फॉर अ चाइल्ड अप टू एन एज ऑफ 7. Nothing needs to be structured. Everything that comes through play is learned, adapted, understood, and again it leads to so many cognition and behavioral developments with them. So is with food. Let them play with food. अगर किचन में खाना बन रहा है तो उनको चावल की टंकी में खचर पचर करने दो, उनको चावल धोने दो, यू नो, इफ दे आर ऑफ लाइक लेट्स से 4 years एंड अबव, उनको वॉश करने दो चावल को, उन्हें सब्जी को धोने दो, उनको सब्जी को टेढ़े मेढ़े टुकड़ों में काटने दो. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली सेफ फॉर देम, इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. उन्हें कुछ जो भी चीजें उनको स्क्वॉश करने का मन है स्क्वॉश करने दो. इट कुड बी अ स्ट्रॉबेरी, इट कुड बी अ ग्रेप, इट कुड बी अ मैंगो. तो उनके खेलने के लिए उन्हें खाना दो उसी टाइम when you are trying to feed them. So while you are trying to feed them, let them also play with food. So let's say a kid is 4 years old, give them a bowl of dal chawal of their own. वो ट्राई करेंगे खाने का, आप एक बाउल अपने साथ रखो जिससे आप खिलाओगे. Let them try to feed themselves. Let them, मतलब again you have to be mentally prepared for the mess. So be ready for that. ऐसे space बना लो कि बेस्ट क्लीन अप आपके लिए आसान हो. डोंट वो क्या होता है वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, दैट फूड, दैट बेबी चेयर दैट वी मेक द किड सिट,
हाई चेयर.
हाई चेयर, हाई चेयर में स्ट्रैप करके स्ट्रक्चर्ड तरीके से मुंह में डाल के खिलाना. हाई चेयर में बिल्कुल रखो, नो इशू, बट हाई चेयर में भी उनको खेलने के लिए जो उनका वो जो टेबल है उसमें खेलने के लिए खाना दो, सो दैट दे कैन प्ले. बेस्ट है कि फ्लोर पे बैठाओ, खुद भी फ्लोर पे बैठो, आपका भी पेल्विक फ्लोर मजबूत होगा, बच्चे का भी मजबूत होगा. And let them eat and play and create a mess on the floor. It's the easiest to clean, but it definitely depends on who wants to do what. But let them play with food. बहुत important है. The more you let them play and interact with food, the more food loving kids they will become. Similarly,
it comes.
So I had two questions. One is about having outside food. Like in our house, once in a week we take out. So Friday nights it's mostly. So most of the time we give him home food and then we eat outside, and we tell him it's spicy, so he doesn't really show interest. But sometimes he does ask. And outside snacks. We also have some outside snacks at home, like namkeen. So until certain age, like for 1.5 years to 2 years, we used to really keep it hidden, and we used to have it in his absence. Either it is outside food or snacks. We used to have it like we used to take turns to take care of him, and then we used to switch. But now we are actually having it in front of him. If he even, I mean, we buy things that is safe for him to taste. But what is happening? There is a change. Until we had it hidden, he was okay with the home food. But then since he knows where the snacks are and that we eat in front of him, even though we tell him he can have it when he gets older, he is slightly moving away from liking home food. That I'm noticing, especially fruits and vegetables. He used to have a lot of fruits. Just when he sees a fruit, he wants to have it. But now it is slightly changing. Vegetables are absolutely, like, it's very hard. I mean, I'm indirectly just putting it in parathas, grinding it, and all those things.
how old is the child, Repti, now?
He's 2.5 years.
2.5. Okay. And you have 2 kids or just this one?
Just one.
All right. So I'm so glad, Revati, you shared this. Thank you so much, because this is just, the closest proof that I could give that how things change when kids see what's happening around them. So, okay, I'll tell you there are 2-3 things involved in this. One, the more you exclude the child from your own food experiences, the more they right. Which means if there is something that we don't want to feed the child, we don't have it ourselves. But again, it's not an extreme thing that we have to do. If once in a while you want to have a pizza, it's absolutely to have a pizza. And since the child is only 2.5, you will have to trick the child a bit. So now it also comes to, some tricking things of the parents. So for example, if you're having a pizza, you want to have a pizza, you have made a homemade sabzi for him, put the homemade sabzi as a topping on that ready-made pizza and give it to the child, and it's absolutely okay. Because anyways 2.5-year-old child ना pizza base उतना चबा ही नहीं पाते हैं, वो उसकी सिर्फ topping ही खा पाते हैं. So again, when it comes to eating junk food in your house, the packaged junk food, you were doing it right, you were hiding it. That was a brilliant strategy. Either you continue with that, or you stop buying it and you yourself stop eating it, or you buy better snacks, better homemade snacks.
Yeah, we do buy those kind of like peanut chickies. Only those kind of snacks we keep it exposed. I mean, he knows where it is and stuff. But the thing is, when that is available at home, he doesn't want to eat a proper lunch.
Okay.
He just wants one chickie and that's it.
Of course.
But during those times, I'm like, no, if they are for snacks, only I have lunch for now. So a couple times he just went to sleep
without food.
Without food. But it got a little better though. Like he started having lunch. But yeah, sometimes that is there.
See, of course. I mean, that's absolutely okay, because this is also the time that kids are also now experimenting with their boundaries. How much more can I get? How much more will the parent give? So that negotiation has begun. And it's absolutely okay to stick to your boundaries and not let them cross it. So it's okay to let them go hungry. It's okay to let them cry their hearts out and not give what they're not supposed to have at that time, because that is how you're drawing boundaries of, the systems at home, the behaviors at home, the meal times at home. So you're doing it quite right, Revati. So there's nothing to worry so much. But yes, maybe reduce your own snacking thing a bit more. Or maybe reduce the quantities that you keep at home. Maybe say weekly supply low and all that. And also you eat fruits, because unless you eat fruits in front of them, in preference to these chickie is all right, but I mean, how much chickie can you have in a day kind of thing? So once you start preferring the fruit, he will get back to having those fruits. But if they see you having a chickie on a daily basis at a particular time, he will ask for it, which is okay. Give that bit to him also. But then he has to, as a child, he has to see the parent also eating those foods. Again, thank you, Revati, for raising this point, that don't subject your child to so-called good habits which you don't observe. If you can't manage to eat one fruit in a day, don't force. Don't think. I'm not talking to you, Revati. I mean, this is for everybody. That don't think that you will encourage. You're encouraging the child to eat it is going to be enough, because it's not, unless they see somebody else. Again, this is all a time of mimicking, isn't it? Whatever they see in my hand going to my mouth is what they want. It's as simple as that. Every time I'm hungry, I pick up a fruit. That is what I'm showing the child कि यहाँ टेबल पे रखा है, fruit उठाओ. But अगर उसी टेबल पे चिक्की का डब्बा या नमकीन का डब्बा है, and I am reaching out for that डब्बा, then of course the child will reach out for the same डब्बा. It's quite logical. It's quite obvious, isn't it? It's quite commonsensical. That whatever I will reach out, I'm teaching the kid to reach out to that. So I have another idea that I have again used in a lot of households, because I deal with kids day in and day out. So You keep a display of the colorful dry fruits on the table along with fruit. So it could be a small jar of roasted chana, a small jar of flavored makhana, kuch bhi, salt, pepper, whatever the kid likes or you like. A third could be cranberry. A fourth could be khajur. Fifth could be orange wala kya hota hai, apricot. Sixth could be thoda sa anything, cashew, anything that can be roasted and kept, yeah, peanuts, anything simple. So when they see all these colors on the table, na, even that attracts them. So when you are reaching out for raisins, ek mein raisins zarur rakho. Raisins are super for most of the kids. So when you have it in front of you, you will also reach out for them more. The child will follow your example and reach out for it more. There's a basket of normal fruits kept, kela, whatever the seasonal fruits are. And that is how you encourage your child not to reach out for the packaged junk food, but you keep your snacky munchies for them. You reach out for the same. So it makes it easy. Again, चिक्की भी रखो इस जार में, एक जार में चिक्की भी रखो, छोटे छोटे टुकड़े करके रखो, and then you have a limit कि तुम्हारे लिए 4 टुकड़े is the boundary, मेरे लिए 4 टुकड़े is the boundary, that kind of thing. So that works really beautifully because that is what they reach out.
Okay.
Alright.
And one more question I had. He, while eating, he moves around a lot. When I used to keep him on high chair, he used to focus only on the food. But now that I don't have a high chair for him anymore, he is all around the place. So is that okay or something I can do?
As far as the kid is moving around and coming back to where you are to eat, it's absolutely okay. As far as you don't roam around पीछे उसको खिलाने के लिए, that's fine.
That happens too. That is the.
So don't do that because the kid is supposed to reach out for the food. You are not supposed to reach out to the kid with the food. That is not your job. So if they are hungry, if they want to eat, they will come back to you and eat. You just have the patience to sit there. Don't even call them. Don't bother. आना है, खाना है, खाओ. अगले whatever time के बाद, I am going to take away the plate, and then you are not going to get any more food. I know it sounds a bit, brutal, but try a time or more, and he will start coming back. It happens.
Sure. Thank you so much.
So I think our closing time is coming, Devlina. So I'll just, so when it comes to the ages of 5 to 9, just a couple of things more. Please let them have some participation in the kitchen also. Kitchen or, whatever stage of the food. So for example, if you go to buy food in terms of veggies, fruits, whatever, take them along with you. Or if you buy online, तो जब घर पे ऑर्डर आ गया है तो उनको बोलो कि इसको सॉर्ट आउट करो, फ्रिज में रखो, देखो ये क्या क्या है, कैसा कैसा है, उनको लेट देम डील विद इट a bit. If there is some basic safe cooking happening in the house, if you have the patience, all of us have different strengths. My strength was to make a mess in the kitchen. I was always okay with that. If yours is not, it's absolutely okay. You hand it over to somebody else who can handle it, कि उनको बाहर कुछ दे दिया. So for example, a kid of 5 to 7 years, the things that they can do. अभी कॉर्न का सीजन आ गया, कॉर्न की ना वो निकाल सकते हैं. दे कैन क्या बोलते हैं उसको, दे कैन डिग आउट द कॉर्न फ्रॉम द कॉर्न. वो उसके बीज निकाल सकते हैं. वो मटर छील के मटर निकाल सकते हैं. दे कैन पील अ पोटैटो. बॉइल पोटैटो में से छिलका निकाल सकते हैं. Then what else can they do? Gajar and softer sabziyan, lauki, torai, all those sabzis they can cut, and you get these plastic knives for kids which are safe for them to use. Fruits they can cut. They can again, Divya, go ahead. Ask the question.
हेलो. एक्चुअली मेरी बेटी 16 महीने की हो गई है, तो उसका 14 महीने से ऐसा है कि वो चम्मच से खुद खाना खाना चाहती है.
अरे वाह,
तो वो पूरा मिमिक करती है, और फॉक से भी, फ्रूट फॉक से भी फॉक खाना है। और इशू क्या है कि बहुत सारा टाइम उसका खाना प्रॉपर नहीं जाता। अभी तो 14 मंथ्स या 13 मंथ से उसने स्टार्ट कर दिया था चम्मच से खाना, तो वो नहीं खाती है, ढंग से नहीं खा पाती, सारा इधर उधर हो जाता है, और काफी बार चला भी जाता है। और अभी काफी बेटर हो गया उसका हैंड मूवमेंट ना, तो चला भी जाता है, लेकिन जिद है कि खुद से खाना है। अब उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, अब हमें कई बार उसको बिजी करना पड़ता है, फोन दिखाना पड़ता है, पोयम दिखाना पड़ता है कि चलो तुमको फिर हम खिलाते हैं। तो उस चक्कर में उसको खाना खिला पाते हैं, नहीं तो वो जिद करके बैठी रहती है, और उसका करो तो खाना सारा फेंक देती है।
सो
वो वाले उसका सॉल्यूशन जानना है मुझे कि मैं कैसे उसको इस चीज से ओवरकम कराऊं। और वो मतलब, या तो हम कई बार कोशिश करते हैं हम स्पून ना रखें, लेकिन कई बार ऐसे होता है आपको चटनी के लिए या कुछ सर्विंग के लिए तो स्पून चाहिए चाहिए टेबल पे, कि वो हाथ से खाए। तो वो
हाँ।
उसको नहीं हो गया कि मैं चम्मच से ही खाऊंगी, और नहीं देते हैं तो शोर मचाती है, नहीं तो पूरा प्लेट फेंकती है। हाई चेयर पे खिलाते हैं शुरू दिन से, वो मतलब हाई चेयर पे बैठती है, जब से उसने बैठने सीख गया था तब से बैठ के हाई चेयर पे हम उसको खाना खिलाते हैं। हमेशा डाइनिंग टेबल को हमने, जब वो बहुत छोटी थी तब भी हम साइड में ही रखते थे उसको, कि वो देखे कि हम खाना कैसे खाते हैं। तो उसने मेरे ख्याल से बहुत जल्दी कैच कर लिया कि स्पून से खाना खाते हैं। अब लेकिन वो स्पून का बड़ा इशू हो गया, क्योंकि वो ढंग से खाना नहीं खा पाती, हम खिलाने की कोशिश करते हैं, हमारे हाथ से भी नहीं खाना, कई बार तो दो दो चम्मच से खाना खाना है, ये भी इशू है उसके साथ। और हम उसको करने की कोशिश करते हैं, नहीं तो फिर उसको बिजी करना पड़ता है, तब उसके हम खाना खिला सकते हैं ढंग से। नहीं तो वो कोशिश बहुत करती है, जब तक उसका मन है 2-4 बाइट अच्छे से ले लेगी, उसके बाद सब फेंक देगी।
तो दिव्या, थैंक यू फॉर रेजिंग दिस, क्योंकि हमें ना बच्चे को बिजी नहीं करना है, हम उसे खाने से जोड़ना है। बिजी करना मतलब डिस्ट्रैक्ट करना। आई अंडरस्टैंड योर प्रॉब्लम। इसका अगेन थोड़ा सा हमें चेंज करना होगा अपना वो, तो उसमें इसका भी निदान हो जाएगा, विच इज कि नीचे बैठते हैं सब लोग अपनी थाली लेके, ठीक है, आप अपनी थाली बनाओ,
अच्छा।
आपके खाने की थाली, और उसकी भी थाली बनाओ, और नीचे जमीन पे बैठो एंड यू ईट विद योर हैंड्स। आप स्पून का इस्तेमाल मत करो, या करना भी है तो करो, उसको भी उसकी स्पून दो। नाउ द इजियर वे टू डू इट इज, जब नीचे बैठे उसके पास उसकी थाली है बिगाड़ने के लिए, सो लेट्स, आप पहले यही समझ के बैठो कि ये वाली जो उसकी थाली मैंने इसको दी है, उसमें से इसके मुंह में कुछ नहीं जाने वाला है, जितना जाएगा उतना जाएगा, और मैं अपना खाते खाते इसके मुंह में डाल दूंगी। तो ऐसा है क्या कि वो बिल्कुल भी आपके हाथ से एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगी?
बहुत मुश्किल होता है, मैं ऐसे चीटिंग कर करके ही खिलाती हूँ उसको कि मुझे खिला, और देन मैं उसके मुंह में चम्मच डालती हूँ।
तो एक काम करो, फॉर अ कपल ऑफ टाइम्स डू दिस, व्हेन यू हैव द पेशेंस, व्हेन यू हैव द शांति कि अच्छा अब मैं आराम से बैठती हूँ, आप एक्चुअली अपना खाना खाओ, उसके साथ बैठ के अपना खाना खाओ। ज्यादा ध्यान मत दो कि वो कितना खा पा रही है कितना नहीं खा पा रही है। बीच में एक आध बार ऑफर करो, वो लेती है तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं लेती है तो भी कोई बात नहीं। और मे बी कीप थिंग्स दैट आर इजियर फॉर हर टू ईट। तो दाल चावल अगर उसके लिए खाना मुश्किल होता है, तो देन कीप अ रोटी अलोंग विद इट, कि वो दाल चावल से थोड़ा खेल लेगी और रोटी उठा के तो मुंह में चला ही जाएगा। ठीक है, एक आध बार ज्यादा दाल नहीं जाएगी पेट में, ज्यादा सब्जी नहीं जाएगी पेट में, 14 महीने की तो ही है, इट्स ओके, चला जाएगा। उसको अचानक से एक मील में कम खा के न्यूट्रिशनल डेफिशिएंसी नहीं हो जाएगी। यू विल इवेंचुअली रीच देयर वेयर शी विल ईट, या तो खुद से अच्छे से, आपसे अच्छे से खाने लगेगी, या सबको ही साथ में बैठ के अच्छे से खाने लगेगा। दैट स्टेज विल कम, बट इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके अगर वो अभी सारा बिखेरा करके ज्यादा कुछ मुंह में नहीं डाल पा रही है। बट प्लीज डोंट रिजॉर्ट टू फोन, बिकॉज दैट इज वेयर यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टिंग द डिसरप्शन ऑफ हर फूड साइकिल। तो प्लीज फोन मत रखो, कुछ रख, एक्चुअली अभी तो कुछ भी मत रखो, नॉट इवन कीप अ बुक और अ टॉय, कुछ नहीं रखना है। The food place has to be a distraction-less place. The only thing she is allowed to play is with the food. गिराने दो, बिखेरने दो, सब करने दो। आप ये संतोष रखो कि मेरा बच्चा भूखा नहीं जाएगा, उसको कोई न्यूट्रिशनल डेफिशिएंसी नहीं होगी। वो अगर अभी दाल नहीं पी पा रहा है तो उसके बाद के मील्स में कैसे ना कैसे वो खा के अपना पेट की भरपाई कर लेगा। इतना छोटा बच्चे को अपने पेट के अलावा और किसी चीज की नहीं पड़ेगी, वो दे विल इंश्योर कि उनका पेट भर जाए। यू हैव टू ऑल्सो ट्रस्ट योर बेबीज, योर किड्स, कि हम सब सर्वाइवल इंस्टिंक्ट के साथ पैदा होते हैं। हम जितने बड़े होते जाते हैं उतना हमारा जो फूड का सर्वाइवल इंस्टिंक्ट है वो बाकी चीजों के डिस्ट्रैक्शन की वजह से टूटता जाता है। बट द फैक्ट दैट शी इज ओनली 14 months old, उसका इंटैक्ट है, उसको इंटैक्ट रहने दो। कुछ मत दिखाओ, कुछ मत दो, उसको उसके खाने के साथ स्ट्रगल करने दो. It's absolutely okay. She will not go hungry during the day. She will compensate it from somewhere or the other. जहां तक कि आप उसे कुछ कचरा खाने के लिए नहीं दे रहे हो, जंक फूड, शी विल कॉम्पनसेट. कोई फ्रूट ज्यादा खा लेगी, कुछ और चीज ज्यादा खा लेगी, दूध ज्यादा पी लेगी, उसका न्यूट्रिशन उसकी भूख के हिसाब से उसके पास पहुंच जाएगा. डोंट वरी अबाउट.
Also, I would just like to add, so
Thank
many
you.
times what happens is maybe अभी एक दो बार ऐसा हो गया तो फिर जब फिर से आप खाना खिलाने बैठ रहे हो, you are already you are a bit anxious कि पता नहीं आप खाएगी कि नहीं. ठीक है. So when we bring that anxiety to the table, the child senses it. So I think we need to kind of have a relook internally also कि I will go with full faith कि nutrition जा रहा है, खा रही है जो भी है. So I think वही जो emotional aspect मैम ने पहले बताया, that is something also we need to relook. Anyway, I think you were talking about 5 to 9 years a bit. We have already shot past our time. So
I know. So anyways, so बस that's all. The last thing that please for that age वो उन लोग अपना खाने से खेलना बंद कर चुके हैं. अब उनको उसके आगे कुछ चाहिए. So they need to work with food now. They need to work with their hands and the food. Let them do it. Let them select veggies. Let them select fruits. Let them peel it. Let them squash it. Let them cut it. Let them do something with them. आटा दे दो खेलने के लिए, दाल चावल दे दो खेलने के लिए नहीं, खाने के लिए. Let them eat with their own hands. Let them deal with food with their own hands. आपके घर में कुछ ऐसे extensive सा कुछ बन रहा हो, let them roast. They can also roast it a bit. थोड़ा आप हो kitchen में, they are safe distance from the gas. They can do that also. So please let them do those small things because again that will go a long way in their association with food. If there are any more questions, maybe we can take them. There's 6 minutes left. Yeah. Go ahead, Revati.
Yeah, so one more thing was about self-feeding. So he was absolutely fine with self-feeding. Just sometimes I used to feed him when I had a high chair. But now the preference has gone down. Is there something I can try to increase his self-eating?
So try with his favorite things. Whatever he likes more to eat, start with those, or whatever it could be. खाने में हो, snack में कुछ हो, fruit में हो. So whatever things he likes to eat, start with that. This you have to eat on your own. I am not feeding you. So start with their favorite things. Then you can slowly come down to the basic food also. That now this is yours to eat. Eat it on your own. Right?
Okay.
Start with their favorite things. That's a positive reinforcement for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, Shweta. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I think we have already asked so many questions now, people, and that's a good thing actually. So yeah, thank you so much, Shweta. I also learned a lot, and I think sessions like this always help us bring back the perspective. That is kind of that kind of shapes again the way we deal with food, whether it is a food, whether it's a meltdown, whether it's something else. It's sessions like these help a lot. Shweta also has a program. I think she's starting. She had Hannah, she had shared in the group, but today is Saturday. You probably can share it again. If any of you are interested or others are interested, please do enroll because food is the building block for the body and mind and everything, and there is because of the distractions we have to relearn all of these things. These were already there with our forefathers, but wherever we are. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you everyone for joining. If you have any questions, Shweta is there in the group, so you can always ask. Yes. Thank you so much, and have a nice weekend, all of you. Yes. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।